I have broken with my denomination over this issue. My denomination practices baptized-only communion. And I am broader than that. And so, it looks like my friend Mike, who the first time he came to chapel, he was drugged there. And he looked like someone who was drugged there. And so he walked in and he shook hands with me. And he said, "I don't do church well. I'm just warning you." I said, "Okay, me either." And we started and he left and sat outside and chain smoked. And then when we had potluck afterwards, he came back in and ate with us. And then the next week he came back and he made it through the first song. And we can't really sing, so that was valiant in and of itself. And then he left and chain smoked outside. My big fear was he was going to die of cancer before we got him to stay for the whole service. The next week he came and he sat all the way through the homily and the prayers of the people, and he asked us to pray for him. And then I started the words of institution for communion, and he left and chain smoked. And then the next week he came and he sat through prayers of the people and he asked us to pray for him again, and I did the words of institution and he stayed. And he walks up to me as I'm handing him the bread and he says, "Is it okay if I do this?" And I say, "Of course." I always say before communion starts that this table does not belong to me, this table only belongs to Jesus, and all that is required that you be here is that you wish to eat with Jesus. He said, "I really want to eat with Jesus." I said, "Then have some bread." So he takes the bread, and we do intinction, and so he dips the bread, and he sits down, and he weeps. And he comes up to me in my office afterwards. I'm in my office, and he comes up to me, and he said, "I'm going to call my mom." I said, "Good." I said, "How long has it been since you talked to her?" He said, "Probably 20 years. And I said, "Wow." I said, "That's a long time." He said, "Yeah." He said, "She told me she would never quit praying for me." He said, "I thought she would want to know that I'm taking communion again."